Welcome back to the Kings of CONCACAF. I'm your host, Nate, and today we're going to be talking about your favorite and my favorite outside back, Sergino Dest. Now, Sergino Dest obviously now is a fantastic player for the USMNT national team. He is hurt currently, but we're going to break down from basically to when he was born until now. What has made Sergino Dest one of the most promising and electrifying young right backs in the world?
Here's Dest! Oh! Just like his first goal for the US!
Sergino Dest was born in Almere, Holland, which is a town in Holland, and he lived there his whole life. Now, he was born to a Dutch mom and a Surinamese American father. Now, his father had the American background. That's how he's able to play for the national team and, basically become a star for the national team. So that's where he's got his connection there. Now, when Sergino Dest was a young kid, he basically started playing with his friends and, just having fun while playing soccer. And it's interesting because he has been quoted in saying that most of his schoolmates did not like playing with him because he was too good. And that is also what he attributes to being so good at, 1v1 attacking play and beating people, off the dribble. Because they said, no, you're too good, we don't want to play with you. And then he would say, okay, I'll be 1 versus 5. And they say, no, you beat us there too. Okay, well then 1v10. And that's how he is, so good in that aspect. At least what's what he says. After he kind of gained some notoriety, he then signed for Ajax Academy in 2012. He was born in 2000. So he signed with Ajax at the age of 12 and stayed there until 2020 when he signed with Barcelona. So his time at Ajax was obviously long, but what most people don't know, he was almost cut from Ajax when he first signed as an academy product. He was not very confident and he was not necessarily getting the results that they wanted out of an Ajax Academy player. Now, Ajax Academy is one of the best academies in the world, so you have to be the best of the best to play for Ajax. Once the sporting director told him that he needed to start playing better, that's when his mentality changed immediately. He knew that he needed to, gain that confidence and play well. Obviously, that was the case. He made his first team debut with Ajax at just 17 years old. Now, pretty impressive because as a young kid, he obviously that 17-year-old debut was with the second team, I should say, but he did, impress enough to sign a professional contract with Ajax at just 17. He often said that he had always grown up and thought he was going to play for the Dutch national team, but they did not want him. And that's where his dad, who is part American, stepped in. He said, hey, Sergino, you have a passport for the United States. How about we see if you can go play with them? And that's what happened. The United States really, thought that he would have been a good fit for them. And obviously, it panned out for the United States. He made his first appearance at the U17 level, and he played very well with the United States at the youth level national team. He was included in the best 11 for the U20 CONCACAF championships. And in 2019, he was voted the best young player for the US men's national team. Now, in September 2019, he made his debut for the senior national team in early September. And then he officially made his commitment to the United States national team at the about 2 months later in the end of October. Now, at the time where he was getting call-ups for the United States, that is when he has also been gaining interest from the Dutch national team. But he felt that because the United States trusted in him as a young player and had confidence in him as a young player, all the way from the top, including, his youth team level coaches, and then also Greg Berhalter and, the guys up in the upper levels of the United States Soccer Federation. He believed that is what he wanted to do. He wanted to represent and play for the United States for the rest of his career. And I believe, and he also believes, that was easily the best choice, because everyone in the United States men's national team, he is often said, is always looking out for each other, checking in on each other, and making sure that if there's any help to be had, they're willing to offer it, and any encouragement, they're always looking out, and they're always making sure that their fellow teammates on the national team are successful if they can help. And that's, he said, what kind of also helped for him to go and play for the U.S. men's national team. Now, you may know Sergino Dest as the flashy right back for the United States men's national team, as well as Barcelona. But what you may not know is that he was originally a winger in his youth days. Now, he was a winger, and that's also where he gets his flashy style from, and that's how he's able to be so good at the 1v1 like I mentioned earlier. His idol as a kid was Ronaldinho, and now you would say that it makes sense because he is so good at taking people on 1v1, just like Ronaldo was. He's flashy, he takes people on, and he's a fantastic player. Sergino Dest is a fantastic player, and one that is very, very crucial for the U.S. men's national team player. Many people could even argue that he has been the best player for the national team during this World Cup qualifying round. Him, maybe Anthony Robinson, maybe Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie. You could even make the argument with Christian Pulisic, even with the injury, that he's been the most vital player. But I think that Sergino Dest is up there. And now Sergino Dest is hurt, but he is still very crucial in this squad. You see in these past couple games over World Cup qualifying, that right back spot has been a little bit shaky. Yedlin's done an okay job. Shaq Moore played well. But it's nowhere near. You don't have that electricity that Sergino Dest has. And that is what makes Sergino Dest so good. We all love Sergino Dest. Sergino Dest has lots of quirky things, like his famous Chicago Bulls outfit that he wears all around, his trademark thumbs up in the car whenever anyone's coming up to him, and his, kind of awkward but also funny demeanor that he has. He's a great player, but he's also has a great personality, and I think that that's what makes him so lovable in a lot of different ways, both on the field and off the field. Sergino Dest is a player that is going to impact the United States men's national team for years and years to come, and I am very excited to see all that he has to offer in the next 10, 15 years for the U.S. men's national team. That is all that I have about the right back originally from the Netherlands, now playing with the U.S. men's national team and FC Barcelona. Let me know if I didn't include anything in this video. Put in the comments. Let me know where I should have added, where I shouldn't have added in some areas. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, do what you got to do. Tell your friends, show your family, do what you got to do. I'm Nate, the host of the Kings of CONCACAF podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next time.